This is going to be a quick video on just how to integrate Discord within your client onboarding service. If you're like an online coach, or if you're an info product, that person in the info product online space. So first, the problem is with integrating with Discord essentially is that a lot of people don't know how to do the automations for it. So they'll end up, whenever a new client joins, creating a new channel for the client and the coach manually, and just adding roles manually and doing everything manually. And this, as you scale, makes no sense, because you're going to end up with too many clients. It's going to take up a lot of your time. And even if it doesn't take up a huge amount of time per client, it's going to take up your mental energy. And if you forget to do it, then it's just adds to the list of things you have to do, which is already probably a lot. So it will save you a lot of time and effort. So the solution for this is that it can be automated. And I'm going to show you how to do it in Zapier. Now, you could do this with something like make.com or any other kind of automation tool, but with Zapier, a lot of people tend to have their kind of onboarding stack already with Zapier. And so why switch to another tool just to do this one action when it could all be within the same kind of application? This is just a helpful way that I found to do it. Now, let's get into it. So the first thing that you need to do is collect some data about the client. Now, this is kind of obvious. Whenever you onboard a client, you want to do it according to the data that you already have about them. So you need some kind of onboarding form. It doesn't really matter how you do this. I've created a very simple one here. This is obviously an unrealistic onboarding form to have. It literally just takes the date, the full name, and the Discord username. But it's all the information we need just for the purposes of this example, right? So let's just submit a sample, a kind of sample entry into this. So John Smith will make the onboarding date today, and we'll put in the Discord username, which is my test account there, and we'll submit that. So now we've got an entry for our form, for our Google form. Make sure you collect the Discord username so you can see in Discord the actual user and where they are. Now, the next step is to find the user within Discord. Now, if I go to my Zapier here, I've got it set up so it triggers whenever there's a new Google Forms response. And that's fairly easy to link up, just link it to your Google account. Now, I'm going to want to use the Discord find user function on Zapier here. And let me go to edit mode of this. Perfect. So we're going to take the find user event, and you want to make sure your Discord's linked. So make sure it's linked to the right server. It should be fairly self-explanatory once you go into the settings and everything. So yeah, link to the Discord account. In the username field of the find, you want to put the thing that they've entered in the Google form as their Discord username. So what it will do is it will match that to a member that is within the server, right? And just to note, this automation is for when the user has already joined the server. Okay, so maybe earlier on in the onboarding process, they got the login, got the invite to the server, and so now they're in it. And so if we test this, hang on, let me just take this record across from. Let's find the record that I put. There we go. This is it. So we've got John Smith. We're going to continue with selected record from the Google form. We'll continue. We'll test this. It should work. Should be able to find. Yeah. So I think it's found the user. And now what we're going to want to do, so the next step is to create a private channel for the client. So when someone joins a Discord, and it's a Discord for one-on-one coaching or something like that, then you'll probably want to create them a private channel. This is very helpful if they want to have a way by which to communicate with one-on-one coaches, and the coaches don't have to keep up with everything, in DMs, for example. It's just a nice centralized way of doing it, so that you can actually see what's going on. Now, this is not supported directly through Zapier. There's no function like there is for finding a user. For creating a channel, you actually have to do a direct API request. And if you don't know what that is, don't worry, because I'm just going to show you exactly how to do it. Now, it's a little bit complicated. So the first thing to do is to create a bot, and you need to go to this link. So let's go to this link. You just need to click New Application, put in a name, we'll put Test App, agree to the terms and conditions, so tell it you're not a robot. Perfect. And it doesn't matter what you name the app, because that's not the actual bot. We'll go to Bots, and we'll call it Welcome. So it welcomes new members. Okay, that should work. Cool, so we've created a bot. You want to click Reset Token here, and then you enter your password. There we go. And now you just copy this token here. Now don't tell anyone else this token, because this is a secret, but let's put this in here, bot token, just so we can keep track of it. We also need a guild ID and a category ID. Now, if I just go to Discord over here, I'm in the server that I want to be my coaching server. And I've actually created a category here called private channels. Now, the way you create a new category is you go to this menu at the top, and you just click create category, and you'll be able to create a new category. Just so that I can have the channels, the one-on-one private channels, separate from the rest of the channels. They just appear like at the top. It's just a bit more convenient. Now you see it says copy category ID here, and I right click on it. Now, if this doesn't show up for you, then all you need to do is just go to user settings. You go to advanced, and then you want to turn on developer mode. And that will show the option to copy any IDs of anything you right click on. So for example, you right click on a channel, copy channel ID. So what we're going to need is the guild ID. Guild is just Discord's name for a server. So we need to take the test server's ID. So I'm going to right click on the icon, and we're going to put it here, just so we can keep track of it. And the category ID, this is the category under which the new channels are going to be created. So I'm going to copy the category ID of that, and also put that in. Perfect. So now we've got these things. We also need to invite our bot that we've created. So I'm going to go back to the developer portal, which is the developer/application, the link that I've put in the sheet. I'll include a link to the to this doc in the description of the video, by the way, just so you can basically follow along. Now I'm going to go to OAuth 2, this tab above bot, and I'm going to select bot. And I'm also, I'll just select bot. That's fine. We're going to select administrator permissions. This is just the easiest way to do it. It means your bot can do anything in your server. And then this generated URL here that we're going to copy, and we're going to paste it into our browser. So we're just going to visit this URL. Okay, so we're going to join it to our test server. So we're going to continue. We're going to authorize it to have administrator permissions. Don't worry about this because no one else is going to take control of the spot, as long as you keep your key secret. So now that should be in the server. So let's have a look. Yes, our bot welcomer has made it into the server, and you'll see it over the side here. Okay, so now we're going to want to configure this app here, the API requests app. So everything seems to be good on the setup. We're going to configure here. So what we want to do is select post as our HTTP method. And then the URL, we're going to want to go to, I've just added this to the doc because I realized it was missing. So we're going to add a URL and copy that. And we'll just put that in here. Now where it says guild ID, we're going to want to delete guild ID and instead take our actual guild ID the number, and just put that in here. So between these two slashes before the word channels. Okay, query string parameters, doesn't matter, we can leave that blank. Additional request parameters, these are, put them over here, so the headers. So authorization, copy the word authorization, not with the colon. And we want to put that there. And then as the value, we want to put bot, now followed by bot token. Okay, now instead of bot token, we're going to delete bot token. And instead, we're going to put the secret key that we've copied. Make sure you get all of it, no spaces either side. And we're going to put that in there, because that's our bot token. We're going to click add value set, because we're going to add another header. The next header, which is content-type. And the value application.json. And then add value set, last header, user agent. And make sure you get that correct. Cool. And the value is going to be Discord bot. And then this domain here, yourdomain.com, it doesn't matter what that is. It could be any domain. It just has to be a domain in there. So that's fine. Don't worry about that. And then as the body, this is what we're going to put in here. So just copy this, this green text here. There we go. And we're going to have to replace a few things. So we want to make the name of the channel as it appears in Discord to not be username coaching, but we want to put the actual username of the user in there. So we're going to go to the response from Google Forms. We're going to put in their Discord username. Their Discord username that they put in. So that is this one. So that will make the channel Discord username -coaching. And the topic can be private coaching channel, doesn't matter. Parent ID. So that's where we're going to put the ID of the category. So if we just go category ID. So what is our category ID? We'll go back to the doc. Category ID, copy that. We'll put that in on Zapier as our parent ID. So the ID of the category that it's going to be in. Now, the guild ID, we're going to want to replace that with the ID of our guild. So we'll paste that in there. And user ID. So this is going to be the ID of the user. Essentially what this bit, the permission override section, which is all of this, essentially what that's doing is making it so that only the user can see the channel and no one else in the server can, except someone maybe with admin permissions, which might be a coach, for example. So the ID we're going to put in, not as user_ID, but as we're going to get plus here, we're going to add in, let me just move this so I can see a bit better. ID in there, click plus, and we're going to go Discord. From our Zap before, when we got a user, and we're going to put in the user ID field. So we've grabbed the user from Discord by their username from the Google form, and then we've got lots of information about them from the previous Zap. And then now, because some of that information that Zap returned was the user ID, which is what we're going to put in here. And the reason we use ID is because if a user changes their username, then their ID stays the same. So that's important. Okay. So now let's test this. So we're going to test the step. And now we'll go to Discord. And you'll see the channel has been created by the name of my account. So my account name is not Freddie. Freddie is my display name on my account. The actual username, which is a unique username, is this. So it's created a private channel. And as you can see, if we go to sorry, I'll move myself again. I'll put myself here. If we go to permissions, you'll see that essentially I can see this, but no one else can. So it's a private channel. No one else can see it, but then I can. So it's made it so that I'm able to view the channel, and everyone else can't view the channel. So that's essentially what we're going for, and that is that pretty much done. So it's a little bit long. We can also send a welcome message to the channel if you want. You can do this. So let me just link my account. There we go. And I've already put stuff in here. So the channel, you're going to want to take the ID, so the response data ID field from the previous app that it's returned. You want to put, this is how you mention a user in Discord. So you go opening sort of this kind of bracket at, and then you put in the user ID from the find user Zap, and then you close those kind of brackets, and then that's how you mention a user. And then you might want to say welcome to the server, and then put their full name that they put in on the Google Doc. Oh, sorry, on the Google form. And then the bot name I've called welcomer. And then I've uploaded a nice bot icon there. So now, if we go here, continue, then we'll test sending a channel message. So that's all configured. Test it. And finally, I just had to fix something there, but finally it works. And it should work for YouTube. So I've tested this, and I've got a nice little, so you see it's mentioned me there. So I get a notification. That's quite important. So the user can actually see where that channel is, because otherwise the client will just, especially if you have a lot of channels here in your Discord, the client will find it hard to go all the way to the bottom and find their coaching channel. So it's helpful to tag them. And I've said, welcome to the server, John Smith, which is the name I originally put on the onboarding form. So that should work. And let's go to Zapier and we'll publish that. So we'll publish this. Perfect. And what we'll do, let's delete this channel here. And then we'll put in another entry. So we'll submit another response to the onboarding form, just to test. So put in a random onboarding date, full name, James Smith this time. Very creative with the names. Put in the same Discord username. And now we'll wait a little bit. And hopefully the channel should create itself. So I'll wait here. Oh, there we go. The channel has created itself. And I've even received a notification as well. So there you see it has worked. I waited about maybe less than a minute there and it appeared. So that's very nice. And it's pinged me and it said, welcome to the server, James Smith. So that is how you create Discord automations through Zapier. It's a bit of copy and pasting, but other than that, it's actually quite simple. And obviously this whole system is oversimplified. This would be part of a much bigger onboarding kind of whole system. Because you obviously need to do other things other than just adding someone to the Discord server. But not many communities that you see actually have smooth Discord integrations. Like I've worked with a lot of businesses that even run completely on Discord. Like they're fully only on Discord, and even they don't have like proper Discord automation set up. So even just showing something simple like this to someone is very helpful. And I hope it's helped you too if you're running some kind of business that uses Discord, even in any way. It will really give you the edge. It will make your onboarding process a lot more smooth. So that's how you do it. If you want this to be like done for you or something, just send me a message. I'll put my Instagram or my Twitter in the description as well. If you want this done for you and the rest of your onboarding process as well. And yeah, that's it. Thank you very much. And I'll see you in the next video probably.